My name is Ace Anderson. I am a dog owner. I am a Pepsi drinker. I am a soon-to-be husband. But most importantly, I am an MMA fighter. And today, we take the journey of what it's going to be like June 19th at the Scott Trade Center when Bellator comes into town. Let's take a look. Hey guys, what's up? Ace Anderson here. We are live right outside the press conference being held for Bellator 138, which takes place in St. Louis on June 19th. Headlining the event is going to be none other than Kimbo Slice, the internet sensation, and the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock. Let's go take a look. Bobby, thank you for your time. I know you're a busy man, so I just want to, my podcast is we're talking about MMA and we go over the facts.
Okay.
So it may come a little harsh, but it's with complete respect. Let's just go over the facts. So how does it feel to transition from WWE, TNA, professional wrestling into the MMA world?
I think the transition for me was a little simpler than most people because I have a wrestling background. I wrestled for 20-something years, and I consider myself pretty successful in amateur wrestling. So when you go into the cage, I think you have to have some go-to. And my go-to being wrestling, I think it's the strongest go-to that you can have. If I didn't have anything, then I'd be a little leery of going back into it. But right now, I'm pretty comfortable with what I have.
Okay, so Bellator's first time coming into St. Louis, your own backyard, St. Charles, guy. What's it like just coming home all together? I know you've been here with the WWE, and, so what's it like being able to fight in front of your home crowd? It's
different, man. When I flew in, memories started just driving around. I was like, all the streets and everything. It just started all bringing it all back those memories. But man, that was some of the greatest moments of my life. When I used to wrestle back in Missouri Valley, back in Marshall, Missouri, and then coming up here and making that transition back to the Olympic Training Center. So it kind of brought back all those little nervous tension and energy that I had before. I love it. I mean, I love the area. I love the city. So it's going to be a good time going out there because I know a lot of the people are going to come up from college, and then I have a lot of friends that live down here, coaching at Lindenwood and different things like that. So it's going to be amazing, and it's going to bring a little bit more fire into this fight.
Exactly. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready. Already. Well, no. Let's not say I'm ready now. The fight's June 19th. I'm not ready now. I mean, I'm ready to fight him now, but I'd like to progress a little bit more and get my training camp ready.
Absolutely. Well, folks, Bobby Lashley, let me go over a little fact for you. The last time I was in the same building as him was WrestleMania 23 when he beat Umaga with Donald Trump hair versus hair, where my cousin, Randy Orton, also lost the Money in the Bank contract match. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes, I remember it.
Thank you so much. This is full circle for me. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure, man.
All right, thank you, sir.
Cool.
Everybody listen to me. On the count of three, we're gonna go all together. Right here, right now. 1, 2, 3. Everybody just.
Welcome back. We are here live at the Lumiere. We are in the private room of Ken Shamrock, who has taken the time out of his busy schedule to sit down with us. Mr. Shamrock, thank you for your time, first of all.
Thank you.
What's it like being able to get back in the ring after 7 years?
It's a miracle. It's a sort of a miracle or a miracle, depending on where you're standing. In my position, it's basically a miracle. I had to go through a lot of different things. One, ignorance of not understanding the things that were going wrong and me fighting through them, because I've always been able to do that, mentally, physically, being able to fight through injuries and fight through things that most people wouldn't get in the ring and continue to fight. I fought through broken hands and concussions and broken nose and ribs and all those things, and was able to win. I ran into something that I didn't realize that was going on, and it really handcuffed me. But I kept trying to fight through it, and I just couldn't figure out why I couldn't get in good cardio shape. And so, you know, once, you know, I had went through the things I needed to go through, and rectified the situation, it was like turning a light on. It was that effective for me to be able to go into a ring or a gym and be able to train hard and get something out of it instead of being disappointed and going backwards. You know, now my progress when I'm training is it's every day better and better and better and better. Whereas before it was like I was getting worse, worse and worse, and I could never go through a whole training week without having to take a couple days off because I just couldn't seem to get where I needed to be. And now that I'm there, I'm excited to be able to step in the ring, because we hear it all the time from all kinds of athletes because they try to cover it up, just like this Manny Pacquiao thing. We're athletes, and that we'll fight through anything because we believe we'll find a way to win. We have that desire, and that's what puts us through our training. That's what gives us desire to get through training and become a world champion. And but at the same time, it's also what hurts us is that we don't know when to step away and, you know, take care of the situation and make yourself better.
Now, you brought it up, and that's going to lead into my next question. Is that ultimately what this is about, or is this just to get back in there, a world championship title run?
No, absolutely not. I love this. I love entertaining people. I love being in front of fans, and I love walking to the ring and hearing people cheer and scream and yell. You know, even a part of me loves, you know, the negative part where people get angry. It's just, it's that entertainment, you know. It's competing at a high level and people appreciating what you're doing. I just get a thrill out of that. I love it, and I've always showed the appreciation to the fans because truly that's what drives me. I enjoy being good at something and people appreciating it. And so that's what this is about. It's about me enjoying life, about adding entertainment to other people's lives, and making other people excited and happy about seeing me fight, and me being able to produce that happiness. I couldn't do it for a long time, and it really bothered me. And now I get the opportunity to go in the ring and shed that disappointment.
Now, that's another thing. I mean, obviously, people question you with your age. And when I hear Ken Shamrock, I think of that man that held my hand at the Kiel Center backstage, showing me where the soda pop was with my uncle. You've obviously seen me and my cousin Randy grow up right in front of your eyes. So with that sense that, you know, you have fans who respect you and love you from your days at the WWE, every time I step in the cage, my mom, you know, she kind of gets French and can't really watch. What's your, and this is, with all respect, that's how I feel when I know that you're going to watch, because I love you, I'm passionate for you. You know, it's like that you're that uncle that was, you know, that backstage uncle for me every time you guys came through. So what is your message to your family, your close fans, people who have that same passion towards you that I do?
Right. And that's something that that I addressed early on when I was going to fight on my social media site. It was I literally explained that I appreciated the people that were telling me I shouldn't.
And I'm not saying you shouldn't.
No, I get that.
Yes,
but what I'm saying is that I appreciated that, because I don't appreciate the ones that are just saying things just to say it and be mean. But I appreciate the ones that are truly concerned and that don't want me to get in the ring because they love me, they care about me. And I said to them, I said, you know, I appreciate that. I really do, and it doesn't go unnoticed with me, and I do appreciate that. But you need to understand who I am. I'm a guy who lives and breathes competing in the ring and being able to perform in front of fans. That's who I am. When I don't do it, I'm depressed. something that I have to be ready to walk away from. And if I'm capable of doing it, being able to go in and train, put the hours in and the work in, the determination in, and the hard work in, then I want to be able to go out and be able to do what I do and what I love doing. People go hunting, they go golfing, they go fishing, whatever it is that they love doing, hiking, hang gliding, all kinds of stuff that people do to entertain themselves when they're off work or when they retire, whatever the case may be. Me, I love going in and training. I love training with the guys. I love the camaraderie. I love the preparation. I love the closeness that we get when we prepare to go into a fight. I love being able to plan the fight, how we're going to attack, how we're going to defend. I love that part of it. I love getting in the ring. I love hearing the crowd. I love getting in the ring and competing and actually closing the deal that we started 3 months ago. And it was a road that was traveled that was a memory for me. And every one of my fights have been memories to me. And I've met good people and trained with good people and met fans and people. And my life has been filled with meeting good people. And so I'm continuing doing that because I have come to a point in my life when I walked away from it, where I realized that this was it because of the things that were going on with me and I just couldn't get in shape. I thought it was my age. Then to find out that it wasn't that and things were taken care of, I go back in there and I'm a new man. Then all of a sudden I've been reborn again. I don't have problems. I can shoot, I take people down, I can do all the things I could not do. And so it's almost like I was born again and that the doors are wide open for me to walk in and do this again at a high level. Like when I walk in the ring and I compete on June 19th, that's what I'm asking people to do, to hold their reservation on whether I should or should not be in that ring. I understand it's what I love to do, so put that aside, that you don't have to worry about me because I am a happy man when I'm doing this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the world's most dangerous man on the planet, Ken Shamrock.
God bless.
Everybody's alright. Don't let it stop, don't let it stop. Don't let it stop till we make it to the daylight. Fight till we can't fight. Everybody's alright. Everybody alright. Don't let it stop, don't let it stop.
Hey guys, here I am with the best middleweight in the world, in my opinion, and that's a fact. My coach, my mentor, Kimbo. Kane, thank you for your time.
Anytime.
What's going through? Is this like a dream come true, or is this like another fight?
A little bit of both. You know what I mean? It's really awesome. I'm treating it like any other fight. I'm trying to, but you know, it is really exciting. It's a lot of fun.
When you got the call, and they said 185, I mean, in the back of your mind, were you just like, I really want to go 170, but you know what? It's the biggest stage of them all.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much exactly it. You know, I wanted to do 170, but at the same time, I can do 85 pretty easy too. Just means cutting less weight. And I've seen the opponent. He's fought at 70 as well, so it's not like he's going to be super way bigger than me. So 85 was good for me as well.
Awesome. Well, we're short on time, and we're going to let Ken get back to his family. But check him out on the podcast, March 21st, 9 p.m. Fact, we're talking MMA. Ken, thank you for your time.
Anytime, brother.
I'm here with Rob Doniker. He's the matchmaker for Shamrock and also one of the backbones for bringing in Bellator to St. Louis. Rob, thanks for your time really quick. Are we going to see more? I'm just going to hit you point blank. Are we going to see more Bellator in St. Louis in the future?
You know, we've had a relationship in the past. I can tell you this, that, you know, when Scott Coker was Strikeforce, we ended up doing multiple ones here and multiple ones in Kansas City. As of right now, that's all I can say. But we do have a great relationship with him.
Short and sweet. All right. So how hard was it to get, you know, all the ducks in a row for Bellator?
You know, what it is, it's, you know, we've got 18 pro-am fights a year between St. Louis and Kansas City. So the hardest part was, A, filling those cards, and also pulling from those cards and filling this undercard that, you know, like Scott said today, we're going to have 14 fights on Bellator. So we've got the undercard plus the main card. So that was the main thing, is trying to figure out who to put on where, plus keep fighters busy enough on our other ones to keep that going also.
Who do you see as the biggest breakout superstar on the undercard?
On the undercard, someone that no one's seen before, and it might sound like I'm biased just because he trains with me, is Steve Mann. No one's really seen him. He's fought all of his fights in Iowa except for one fight here in St. Louis. He's 10-1. He's fighting a guy that just went 3 rounds with Bobby Volker. So he's getting tested. You know, he's fought a lot of fights in Iowa, like I said, and, you know, the competition probably isn't as tough up there. So it's going to be something, it's going to be a challenge for him. It's going to be a good test.
That match between Kane Royer and Enrique Watson, there was some debacle, speculation that maybe Kane wasn't fit for middleweight. Maybe he should have stayed at welterweight. Was that your call, or did you approach Kane first?
I just asked him if he wanted to fight at 185. You know,
Of course, he doesn't try to fight, you know.
Right. And that's the thing. I'd rather just have him choose that than me. You know, would I love Kane back at 70 because that's where he was at before? Yes. But I think it's a good spot for him to come in and have a good showing against a guy that's more of a ground guy where Kane can kind of do more of a stand-up.
Rob Donaker, ladies and gentlemen. Rob, thank you so much
no
for your
problem.
time. I know you're a busy man.
Oh, that's right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, there you had it. We wrapped up our crazy day. We got the interviews, we saw the press conferences, and we showed you a little bit of the taping that's going to take place. Who's going to win? Who's going to shut the other person up? I have no idea. Thanks for tuning in. Check me on my podcast every Thursday at 9 p.m. on the Spreaker app. Thanks for tuning in for Fact. We're talking MMA.